Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the live today. We're going to talk about self love. We're here to love ourselves and we're here to be our own Valentine. We are here to be our own lovers, and that can make a huge impact in our lives. Recently, I was working with a client. So, all my work that I do with either my one on one clients, which are very few, or I do with the Ease Academy, or I do it with the Ease Coach certification, the key principle and the first principle that I focus on is to serve people in loving themselves. And when we just start loving ourselves, I see so many different problems dissolving away. So I'm super excited about sharing that tip with all of you. Something I learned about 12 years ago. And ever since I've been sharing that with many more people because I received that gift and I wanted to share that with many more people. And I've seen that the minute we start doing that, and also it takes time. It takes time to start developing that whole idea of self-love and loving yourself and all of that. It's a little embarrassing in the beginning, but as you start doing that, your world changes, your emotional condition changes, and so many things change in your life. So here we are. We already have a few people who've joined in. We have Vaibhav Saini. I believe you are messaging to join the Ease Academy for yourself and your siblings. So, yes, we have been responding to that. Deepa Harish, hi, welcome. Prachi Sharma, welcome. Beena Nair, welcome, always there. So is Vaibhav Sani, Ravindra Gijare, Hari Krishna. Meeta Parekh, hi. And Sharma is again, Prachi is again saying Hare Krishna. So, yes, Hare Krishna, welcome. I love you all, and you all love me, and we all love each other. And we are in this beautiful world of the Ease Academy where we're trying to become healed and whole. We're trying to focus on healing ourselves and becoming whole. And for those of us who are already healed and whole, we're looking at growing and glowing. So, welcome all of you. And Nimesh Desai is also been a great supporter of various programs. Thank you so much. So has Zina JC. Hi. And we have nice people joining in. So let's talk about self love. So let me tell you all a little story of one of my clients, and I share stories with permission. I can't just because when they start experiencing those changes in their lives, they're like, "Wow, I didn't know this one thing could change so much." And then when I ask them for permission, can I share a story with someone else? It could really help them, and they're like, "Yes, please. We don't want others to be in the same situation we were in, right?" So I have this client, a little youngish client, student, very good student, doing very well, but has had some challenge in the last 1 year, and with COVID and with just so many things, affected the emotionality a lot. And one of the things that came up in my third appointment with her, I mean, I could catch it in the first two, but then I didn't want to immediately jump into that. In my third appointment with her, one of the things that came up is that I said, "Why are you trying for these extra hard, extra high credits and classes? It creates so much pressure. Why don't you settle for something that is more in line with your nature, more in line with what you can do and your capacity? Maybe a little higher than your capacity, but this is like twice your capacity. And why are you doing that?" She said, "I feel like I'm useless. I'm horrible. I'm stupid. I feel like a loser, if I don't sign up for those really high, like really advanced classes." Um, I said, when I'm asking you to draw your vision board, I see you want to do painting and you want to do nature and you want to do music. But then when I look at you, trying to plan your career, it is all about wanting to do this whole, I want to do engineering and I want to be this top engineer and I want to get into this uni and I want to get into, this program and things like that. I said, "Why are you doing all of that?" She said, "No, I look stupid if I don't be in the best university and doing the most difficult program. And I'll feel like a loser. I feel useless if I don't get an answer right. I feel stupid if I'm not able to, get a good score in my exams, And I said, then what do you say to yourself? Say you got a bad score, then what goes on?" She said, "I feel so horrible and I feel so terrible. And I just don't like myself in that moment. And, for the next few days that go on. And I said, it's like, you have a friend in your room who's constantly beating you up, is constantly criticizing you, constantly beating you up, never appreciating you. If you had a real friend living like that in your room, if you had a sibling living like that in your room, Would you want to stay with such a sibling? Would you want someone, in your room constantly like telling you you're horrible, you're stupid, oh, you didn't get the O level, oh, you didn't get this, oh, you didn't do this advanced class, oh, you didn't do this advanced math, you didn't do advanced pre-calc, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I mean, and you're stupid, you're horrible, you're dumb, you're a loser, you're a fool. Would you like to have such a friend in your room? I asked her. And she said, of course not. I'd ask such a friend to leave. I said, no, but you're not just allowing such a friend to live in your room, you're allowing such a friend to live in your head. And this is a true story. I'm not making this up. This is my client's story, right? And 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 why would you have someone living in your room? You won't have someone living in your room who would be constantly, criticizing you. Then why would you allow someone like this to sit in your head? How many of you connect with this? How many of you feel like you're doing this to yourself? Let me know in your comments here. We do have a few more people joining in. We have Manzi Dhilo, love listening to you, and I love you too. Soma Masid is here. Hare Krishna. Nepal Singh Chauhan is from Rajasthan. Neha Ahuja is also regular. Manjula is also regular. I recognize all your names. Advocate is PPR, RPR. Pragya Seema Fauzar Chaudhary, right? So the person we spend the most time with is ourselves. We spend the most time with our own selves, right? And you can be your own worst friend and your own worst enemy with the kind of inner dialogue that you have. So if you're spending the most time with yourself, then you want to be loving to yourself so that through that love, you can encourage yourself. And this girl was not just feeling horrible about herself, but she was feeling terribly, terribly lonely in her life. And her only happiness was when she was with her friends. And that also, she would come back feeling disturbed because she's like, oh, my friend said this, but my friend didn't say this. And, oh no, they didn't look at me. They didn't appreciate this about me. And I'm horrible. I'm a loser. I'm this, I'm that, and that just goes on and on and on inside of her. And I said, look, if we just fix this one thing, it's going to solve a lot of problems in your life. It's going to help you emotionally. You're going to feel better. It's going to actually help you in your performance and help you actually do very well in your life. She's like, no, if I can just keep telling, if I just tell myself it's okay if I fail and all, how am I going to do well? I'm not going to do well. I got to be strict with myself. I got to beat myself up all the time and I got to go ahead. I said, no, it doesn't work that way, ma'am. We need to change this whole inner dialogue over here. And the third important benefit of changing this way of, how you're dealing with yourself is, uh, is you're going to feel less lonely. Why do we feel lonely a lot of times? Because we don't partner with ourselves. We don't love ourselves. We're not a good company for ourselves. We're not appreciating ourselves. We're not taking care of our needs. We're not taking care of our feelings. We're not taking care of our aspirations. We're only putting ourselves down. So we're needing that love, which we're not getting from ourselves. So then we start looking for it outside. And then nobody outside can love you as much as you would need. So when you start loving yourself, being compassionate to yourself, taking care of yourself, being encouraging to yourself, you also don't feel as lonely because you have yourself for yourself. So these are the three important benefits that come from loving yourself. So we changed her inner dialogue, and she came up with a very, very, very beautiful statement, right? So her inner dialogue was, I'm a horrible human being because I'm not achieving at all times. I'm stupid. I'm useless. I'm a loser. Man, I can't live with such, thoughts about myself inside my head. It's hard. Imagine the pressure she must be in. And what did she come up with? She came up with something really beautiful, right? And we actually did a visualization with her. We also talked about, she visualizing herself and saying all those horrible things to herself when she fails, right? You're horrible, you're a loser, etc. And I said, what do you feel when you say that to yourself? It's like, I feel horrible, I feel demotivated. And I said, what if in that visualization, how about you say something loving to yourself? I know failing is hard for you. So we recognize the feeling. We recognize the need behind the feeling, right? I know failing is hard for you. I know you want to be successful, but it's okay. We're going to learn from this and do better next time. So you're not just like pacifying yourself and letting yourself go down, and not perform. No, we're taking care of our performance. We're focusing on our performance and we're being loving to ourselves, telling ourselves it's okay, being compassionate to ourselves, understanding our feeling. I'm feeling horrible right now because I failed. So I know this feels hard. I know this is hard for you. I know failing is not a great thing, but it's okay. We're going to learn from this and we're going to get somewhere, right? We'll learn from this and we're going to make it up next time, right? So I said, when you say that to yourself in that visualization, how do you feel? And she says, wow, I feel great. I actually feel motivated to do more. It's not like I need to beat myself up to motivate myself. I actually need to just accept myself, love myself, and add that learning element also so that I can grow. So that is why this act of self love is very, very important for all of us. All of us need to cultivate that. And as I said, she's going to start having, she's just started practicing this, but I'm sure um, she's going to have better emotional regulation now. She's going to be more motivated towards her work and she's going to feel less lonely because I have my back. I'm here for myself. I love myself. I take care of myself. And why do we love ourselves? For all those, really highly spiritual people, they'll be like, oh, self love is all crap. We just got to love God. Well, we love ourselves because we're part and parcel of God. We love God. And because we're part and parcel of God and God loves us, we love ourselves, right? So we love ourselves because we are these beautiful spiritual beings and God loves us unconditionally. So here you have some nice comments coming in. Right? I can't be positive in my life, ma'am. Always feeling down. So, yes, that's not going to help. So, try to practice some of these things. Deepa saying, yes, it's the mind saying these things. Welcome, Madhulika and Sridhar, Samriti. Hello, ma'am. Okay, you're a wonderful human being. Yes, and you are a wonderful human being. Thank you for saying that to me. Appreciate it. Bhavika is saying, Hare Krishna. Malika is saying, I used to feel like that, but after watching your shows, I have started to overcome those kind of negative thoughts. Kavita is joined. Hare Krishna. Welcome. Deepa is telling, accepting yourself and working on yourself alongside chanting the Maha Mantra helps too. Compassion and be your own friend. Manzila Dhilo. Then company is a choice and not a necessity. You are enough. Alone is not lonely. Wonderful. Very well said. So we have a really beautiful group here. And now, what can we do? What can we start doing? As I said, we want to practice some tips. So, what can we start doing to be more loving to ourselves, right? What are some of the things we can do? And that is something we learn in the Ease Academy as well. And I'm going to share some broad points with you and that you can start practicing in your life. And if you want to go deeper in your whole thing of self-awareness and self-love and knowing yourself better, you can enroll for the Ease Academy. It's my life coaching program, and that's open. Enrollment opened yesterday, so we are open from, actually we opened a day early, supposed to be 2 to 5, but I surprised a lot of people and we already got a lot of enrollments, right? So our enrollment for the Ease Academy is not always open, so it's going to open from, like, it's open from now until September 5th. And for anyone who's interested in that, can go to this link and check it out. Check out the tiers, check out the different programs that are there. We have different tiers for different budgets and different needs and different problems that you're trying to solve. So we have the bronze tier, the gold tier, and the silver tier. Check it out and get in touch with us if you have any questions. Now let's look at some of the points that we want to include. What are some of the things we can start including in our lives so that we can be more loving to ourselves, right? Now, what are some of those things we can do? One thing is to know and I'm going to share 5 points here. And I've decided to do away with the slides today because I get, it gets confusing for me also to manage so many different things. So I said I'm just going to speak extempore and have some structure with some points here, so you can make a note of those points, right? Point number one is to know you are fully lovable, unconditionally lovable the way you are. You don't have to reach, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to become perfect so that you are lovable. Yes, we can become perfect and we can improve so that we can grow in our lives. But to be loved, we don't have to be perfect. The way we are right now, we're fully lovable. God loves you exactly the way you are right now. Yes, if we improve, if we work on our faults, if we grow better, God will be pleased with us. But that doesn't mean He's going to love you less if you're not perfect. God loves you unconditionally. And the more we connect with that unconditional love of the Lord, we realize we're lovable the way I am, right? And we want to bring that into our consciousness. We want to start believing that about ourselves, right? And next is we want to start getting in touch with how am I feeling at any given moment, right? Like I was like being just totally swamped today with so much, different things, so much communication, so much emails, so much, like just a lot of things to do. And I'm grateful that I have a lot of things to do. I'm happy about it, but it can take a toll, right? And then I had to like soothe myself by connecting with how I'm feeling like around 4ish today in the evening. I was like, okay, this is not working for me. I need to connect with how I'm feeling, and I need to release, understand that feeling, and calm myself down, because there's just too much going on. So connecting with your feeling, how am I feeling? How are you feeling? Can you do you have a feeling vocabulary? Can you connect with your feelings, right? So the first one is to know you're fully lovable the way you are. The second one is to connect with your feelings. The third one is to connect with your needs behind those feelings. What am I needing right now? Okay, I'm needing some rest. Okay, I'll take some rest and then I'll come back. So then I'm going to feel different, right? So your feelings connect to your needs. So what are my needs right now? Okay, my need is that I have an aspiration about, how I'm going to live my life, or, what am I going to do in the next 1 year? Right? I am needing this, or okay, I have a need for, my room to be more clean and organized. I have a need for more help in my life. What are your needs? So knowing that you're fully lovable the way you are, connecting with your feelings, and learning how to connect with your needs, honoring your feelings and needs. Just connecting and not doing anything about them doesn't help, right? So once you've connected with your feelings, honor them, pacify them, take care of them. When you connect with your needs, honor them, take care of them, pacify them, right? So honoring your feelings and needs is the greatest act of self-love, actually, right? And and every day do at least one thing that gives you joy, even if it is for 2 minutes, even if it's something simple. It doesn't have to be something big. We're not here to show off. We're here to keep ourselves happy. So every day, do at least one thing that makes you happy. And that's also an act of honoring yourself, taking care of yourself, and giving importance to yourself. Now we're not going to do all of this, with ruthlessly and like putting other people down and telling them like, you didn't take care of me, and look, I now have to take care of myself. No, we don't care. We're not here to put others down, and we're not here to be angry with others because they didn't take care of our needs and feelings. You know what? They probably don't have any awareness of them because the way they were raised or the way they were treated, they even those people didn't know, and the wounding just continues over generations. So are you going to do these 5 things? Knowing that you're fully lovable the way you are, learning how to connect with your needs, learning how to connect with your feelings, learning how to honor, take care of your needs and feelings, and lastly, doing one thing every day that gives you a lot of joy, right? So can you all promise me that you're going to do that? Let me know in the comments below. Gyanmati Kashyap is saying self-love changed my life by changing my inner core and thought pattern. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. Okay, now can how many of you are going to commit to these 5 points? Love, knowing you're fully lovable, connecting with your needs, connecting with your feelings, honoring your needs and feelings, and doing at least one thing that gives you joy. I need to know in the comments how many of you are going to do it. Yes, yes. So Prachi is saying yes. Vaibhav is saying yes. Manji Dillo, I wish school taught us this lesson of self-love. Yes, Radha Krishna is promising me. Thank you very much. And for those of you, this is like really wonderful that all of you are committing to doing that, and that is what people in the Ease Academy also learn. But they learn that more deeply. They actually go down, sit down, and go down their inner core and actually work on all of these different things that are going on in their life, right? Deepa Harish is saying that I can relate to the point on needs. Approaching my 50th birthday makes me realize what my priorities are. Yes, wonderful. They're already self-sufficient. So your family is already self-sufficient. And Pooja Gadige is saying, absolutely, yes. Kavita is going to do it. Snehal has already started. Vritti Sharma, it's been a month and I see that things are somewhat changing. It's slow, but it's there. Yes, absolutely. Slow is good. Uh, Padma is saying, my 2 sons are also thinking that they're not good enough. So that's a lot. So we have to change our inner dialogue. And when we change our inner dialogue, it changes how we communicate with them also. When we learn how to love ourselves without any flaws, with all our flaws, we learn how to love others also with their flaws. And when we start loving them in that way, they start to learn how to love themselves in that way, right? So when we love someone unconditionally, in spite of whatever flaws they may have, they learn how to love themselves unconditionally with all their flaws. So we have to give that to them so that they can learn that. Mercy is going to do it, and he's already put the points over there. Very good, Maharshi. Thank you for helping everyone. And Maharshi and Vitti and a few others over here have already uh, you know, uh, already part of the Ease Academy. So I'll just show you all a little bit of the Ease Academy, and we'll go from there. Here we go. So this is the Ease Academy webpage. I've already shared the link with you in the chat. And we just have 3 more days, 2 hours and 38 minutes and 36 seconds until this program is open for enrollment. Join Ease now. We also have an FAQ in case you have any questions. There's a lot of description about, there's a lot of different reviews, etc. And we also have the Ease blueprint for those of you who are interested in what do you learn in Ease and how does Ease work. We have all of it described in this video, all the different tiers. So we have these different tiers here. These are the different reviews of different people who have been part of my various coaching programs. And these are the membership tiers. So this is a membership program. Life coaching can get very, very expensive for people. And therefore, what I've done is I've put on all my coaching techniques and my signature coaching that I do for my one-on-one clients. I've made online courses with it. And as you go through the courses, you're getting coached yourself, and different tiers have different things. So we have the bronze tier, which is at $17 or 1,250 rupees per month. The silver tier is at $75 or 5,500 per month. And the gold tier is at $145, so that's 10,800 rupees a month. And for those of you on a tight budget, but you're still looking for some personal transformation, can check into the bronze tier. For those of you who are looking for like the best bang for your buck, the biggest bang for your buck, I think even the gold tier is the biggest bang for your buck, but then some people think that's beyond budget. So in the silver tier, you get everything that's there in bronze, plus you get all the tools from Ayurveda, astrology, chakra science, ancestral work, law of attraction, emotions and communication, like the best of Eastern and Western wisdom over here. And these are all self-paced courses. Every week you get, the modules for that week. And we also have a fantastic Facebook group. And I do like to surprise my members. So in September also, I'm going to do a live on a very important topic for all the members. And the gold tier is for those people who get everything in silver, but they're also looking for coaching from me. So you get 2 group coaching calls with me every month, right? And you're usually on Sundays, 8 p.m. Okay, and you can click any of these buttons. So if you click buy now here, it takes you to the tier, the Ease Silver tier. You can scroll down. You can buy in US dollars if you're from outside of India. For those of you who want to buy in rupees, there are some RBI directives that a lot of banks and a lot of credit card companies and debit card companies haven't been able to comply yet. And I think they have until September 30th to do that. So right now we are only supporting credit card payments, most of them, as they do go through. And for those of you who don't have a credit card, you can send us an email over here as described over here, and we will try to make something happen for you through net banking. Okay, so these are some of the things that I wanted to talk about today. And here we go. Is it in Hindi language? No, this is all in English because all my work that I started and all my courses, everything is, I've always done everything in English, my professional work. So all these programs are in English, all these courses are in English. And Deepa Kavita RV, what is the duration of the course? So the thing is, these are like, this is a membership, right? So you can, so one thing is that you can decide to be for as long as you want, and you can join in, you can cancel anytime you like. So there is no pressure like that, unlike the very premium one-on-one coaching services that are there for me. Now, my recommendation is the way the program is designed is for you to stay for a year to start making changes. Now, a lot of people say like, oh, a year is a long time. I'm like, wow, you're an eternal soul. You had so many different lifetimes, and you have, so many samskaras that have been collected from so many different lifetimes. And what is a year compared to all of that that you have collected? In fact, a year is very fast, fast work happening there, right? So that's the answer, Kavita. Bhagyashri, yes, doing it is fun too. Thank you. Ma'am, आप बहुत सुंदर लग रहे हो आज. Thank you. Uh, the difficulty is fear of rejection, failure, which prevents self-love and care. No, so we have to learn how to love ourselves in spite of all our flaws. So then we actually, when we start loving ourselves in spite of all our flaws, we even don't fear rejection, and we even don't fear being demeaned. We don't fear being mistreated because we're not looking for anything outside. We've learned how to partner with ourselves and take care of ourselves. And Vritti, it takes time. 1 month is too short for you to think that you're expecting too much if you're thinking it has to happen faster than that. It takes time for you to learn new things, but once those new things are in place, then you never go back to your old self. So that's the advantage. Culture, our forefathers and mothers, what they consider self care and self love. So if you read the Mahabharata Deepa, you read the Ramayana, and you read what the conversations are and how the Pandavas are communicating with each other, how Draupadi is communicating, how Yudhishthira is communicating, how Arjuna is communicating, how they're able to communicate with their elders, how the elders are communicating. It's all an act of honoring ourselves, honoring their needs and feelings, and communicating their truth, right? And this is the science of the soul. So this is not some new age philosophy, right? We're all spirit souls. We're all part and parcel of the God of God. We're all spiritual beings, and God loves us unconditionally, and therefore we are fully lovable. So this is as ancient as anything can get because the soul is ancient, the soul is eternal, and self-love is eternal. Yes, Kulvinder, after watching your videos, that sometimes too much giving makes you vulnerable as well. Yeah, so we need to have some boundaries. Pooja Sharma, please do a session on chakra healing. Sure, we can do that, but actually, the full program on chakra healing is there in the Ease Academy, the silver and the gold tiers. So you actually go through 10 weeks of, or 10 to 11 weeks of working on your energy, working on each of your chakras and releasing all the stuff that needs to be released and healing each of your chakras through the program. So Pooja, yeah, you can join the Ease Academy and you can get advantage of that. Okay, Deepa Harish is happy. So if are there any more questions? Not many. So also another great benefit is that those of you, I also had an Ease Coach certification program. And for those of you who want to become coaches, like me, based on Eastern and Western wisdom, I also have a coach certification program. So those people who do the either the silver or the gold tiers, the modules, at least part of the modules are similar to what is there in the coach certification program because the coach certification has many more modules in addition to what is there in silver and gold. So if you do the silver and gold program or gold program, and in the middle you decide that later I want to switch actually to becoming a coach, and that happens to a lot of my clients when they receive the coaching and they feel like wow inside because of all the shifts and transformations they have made, then they're like, wow, I also want to become a coach. And then they sign up for that. So I have created the program for the silver and the gold in such a way that you can switch to the coach track after a few months. So yes, I welcome you all inside of the Ease Academy. We have a great group of people very focused on themselves. And for those of you who are in the Ease Academy can also be ready that I would have something, a live program for all of you within the Ease Academy around, I think, between September 12th to 20th that week. So be ready, stay tuned, and keep watching the secret Facebook group over there. Okay, and Vriti is saying some things that is truly helping her to understand slow is good till the time it's moving. It is like jammed machines getting greased for now. Yeah, that's a wonderful realization. And once you're greased, you can do wonderful. And here we have Shama Prachi. I'm only 18. Can I become a coach? Sure, you can, but I think, yeah, so you can become a coach, but I think when you finish your studies first, how about you finish your graduation first? You have a little more experience of life, and then we can revisit becoming a coach. Okay, thank you. And Anushri, namaste. I finally made it live. Anushri, welcome. She's been watching some of my lives, or she's watching some of my recordings, and she sent a very beautiful picture today. So she's a dentist. And she also makes meme art. I think she makes many other arts, but what she sent to me today was meme art. And she was for Janmashtami, she made this very special art which was about so she's a dentist, right? That's the perspective, and it was really funny and cute. So Krishna's like she's the dentist, and she's drawn herself, and she's looking into Krishna's mouth, and she's like, "Wow, you have the whole universe inside. I can't help you." Something like that. It was really cute. Anushri, thank you for sharing. Yes, thanks, Namita. Deepa Harish, the power of self love eliminates the fear and rejection. I struggled with that. So if you're good and good, and if you're all good and good, and for those of you who are interested, can sign up for the Ease Academy. And here we go again. That's the link. We have silver, gold, and bronze, or how do you say it? You say bronze, silver, and gold. I always say I need to say it in the right sequence. So we have bronze, silver, and gold. Uh, Ranendra, and so all those who are interested can join that bronze, silver, or gold program, and you can take advantage of going deeper in your journey of loving yourselves, being more authentic, being more aligned with yourselves, healing yourselves, glowing, growing, and all of that. So I welcome you all. Deepa Harish, please say hi, Bayur. How are you? Nice to have you live, and welcome to this program. And we have Ranendra Parida, kind request to arrange one session on YouTube about how to be successful, like career growth, good appraisal. You can go to my YouTube channel. There is one program that that's one video that's just been premiered. I think yesterday was about how empathy can help in the workplace for managers. You can check that out, and you can check that program out. Also, I think I did a talk on fast track your career success. So you can check that program out also. I did that a few months ago. I don't remember the exact title, but I did that, like it's pretty 1.5 hours of that. And all these techniques that we learn in various programs on loving ourselves, on being fearless, just loving ourselves can help you in so many different ways. Can help you be more assertive, can help you be more thoughtful in how you communicate, can help you understand the other person's emotions more, choose your time when you want to speak to your manager, and so many different things. So please start with self-love. And Mayur says hi, and Mayur says Hare Krishna. Okay, Ranendra says he wants to try for bronze. I am a bit financially not that strong. Take your time. You don't have to do the program. Take your time and do what is right for you, Ranendra, at whatever stage of life you're in. Take care of yourself. But yeah, bronze is a good choice because that also helps with a lot of different things. You may not get the full Eastern wisdom aspect of it because bronze, you're just working mostly on the layer of the mind. Okay, and Sharma Prachi, how to stop procrastination. There's a video on my website, on my YouTube. Sorry, so my YouTube channel is here. I think you're watching on YouTube, Sharma Prachi. I can see that. So on my YouTube channel, if you look at a playlist, wisdom videos from Namita, there are two videos on procrastination. One of them is stop beating yourself up, and the other is from progress to perfection. And there's another one on procrastination that I talk about the story of a few birds. So there are three videos on that. Watch them. Thank you. Someone had a question over here. What's the package for coach program? Okay, Bhagyashri. Okay, let me just share the links here, right? So you can check that. So I'll just first share my YouTube link for those of you who want to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you keep getting the updates. We just released a lot of videos, recorded videos, and I'll be doing lives tomorrow, day after, and the day after that also. Till the 5th, I'm going to be live. Right now, the coachings, those of you who are interested in becoming a coach can check out this link. I guess I got it right. Okay, here we go. How to become a self-coach like a I don't think I understand your question, Sneha Bharti. Start loving with yourself and working on yourself and do that. And if you want to learn how to coach yourself, then we have the bronze and the silver tiers for that also because you're going through those different modules and you're coaching yourself. How much time do we have to devote per day? Abhipsa Sinha, if I opt for the bronze tier. Very good question. So the way these programs have been designed is to understand that we all have life and we're adults and we have things to do. We have a household to take care of, we have children, we have jobs, we have family, we have parents, we have social responsibilities, etc. So the way the program is designed is between 60 to 90 minutes a week. is what you need to devote. It's not every day. It's like within the week, if you devote that time. There are some exercises which are like 5 to 10 minutes that if you do every day, it will help you. But even if you do that 3 times a week, it's going to help you a lot. So the program is an adult program which recognizes that we have a life and we have to incorporate all of these things in our life. So the idea is not to overwhelm you, but the idea is to support you and handhold you in your personal growth and personal healing journey. Okay, thank you. Sneha Bhati, how to become a self coach like you? I don't think I understand your question. Uh, you can either join the Ease Academy program if you want to coach yourself, or if you want to become a life coach, you can join my coach certification program. And all, anyway, all the programs are there on my website. So when you scroll, you can just go to my website and all of these things you can there are forms on each of those pages that you like, whether you want to become part of the Ease Academy, whether you want to become an East Coach school you want to join, or you need, anyway, that's the premium tier, we don't talk so much about it. So you can just go there and click, all the information is there, and you can get all the information you need. You can sign up for the wait lists. The East Coach school is going to open. I'm going to start doing lives from September 25th, and it will probably open towards the end of the month when you can start enrolling and making payments, right? I think someone else had a question that I missed. Let me check out. Let me go up. Okay, I think I missed some people had some. Weber Saini, after watching your videos, I feel more confident and able to do things with more confidence. Yeah, Bhagyashri. Okay, wonderful. I think we covered all the questions. Thank you for your love. Samriti Sharma, you want to join my institute? Go scroll up in the comments. The links are there. And also in the description of this video, all the links are there. So you can find more information. My website is namitapurohit.com. It has all my programs listed over there. Sneha Bharti, I love your videos and I love you. Thank you. Praful Kishore, can you improve your intelligence? How? So we're already super intelligent. We're all Satchidananda. The soul by its nature is Satchitananda. It's full of knowledge, full of eternality, and full of bliss. So we're already, super intelligent. It's just that we're covered and we're so distracted that we're not able to tap into our, the great intelligence that the Lord has invested in us. So when we are able to start loving ourselves and accepting ourselves for who we are, gradually you'll see you'll be able to connect with your own superpower inside. So go for that. Okay, thank you everyone. Samriti Sharma, you inspire so many. I also watch your videos, but you never did mention my name. I am so sorry. Sorry about that, Samriti. Uh, Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching all the videos, and thank you for showing up each time. Also, be happy to see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we have an interesting topic. I think tomorrow we're talking about the food, mood, your gut, and you. So we'll be covering some points around that and setting. Great. So here we go. Thank you, everyone. And looking forward to seeing you in tomorrow, and also looking forward to seeing you inside of the Ease Academy so I can serve you and I can take care of you. So make sure you take care of these 5 points of self love. Know that you're unconditionally lovable by the Lord. Get in touch with your feelings, get in touch with your needs, learn how to take care, honor your needs and feelings, and do at least one thing that makes you happy every day. I remember in 2008, I made a commitment to myself that I'm just going to be happy every single day. I'm not going to allow anything to make me unhappy. If there's something that's making me unhappy, I'm going to take care of my feelings and needs, and I'm going to take care of myself. And I'm going to do one fun thing every day. And here I am. And if you think I've done a decent job, then following these tips will help you as well. Okay, thank you everyone. And uh, wonderful warriors, ma'am, कोर्स की जरूरत नहीं है, आप YouTube पर काफी कुछ बता देती हैं. Yes, that's a good point. But the point is that if you're looking for a structured program to actually go stepwise and developing yourself, and you don't want to like hunt in which YouTube video what is being said, and you don't want to be scavenging all over the world trying to find answers, then structured programs help for those people who are looking for those structured programs and who want to invest in their growth and who are tired of finding out in which minute of which YouTube video what has been said. So I'm going to continue my service, but for those of you who are looking for structured programs and are looking for faster growth, and who love themselves enough to and are ready to invest in themselves, because when you go through structured programs and when you invest in yourself, uh, there's rapid transformation. Believe me, I hire a lot of coaches for myself for different aspects of my life. Because if I keep trying to figure out everything myself, like in a do it yourself mode, by watching so many different videos and reading so many articles, I mean, time is at a premium. I am short of time. So I hire experts to help me in certain areas of my work, my career, my finances, my life, and my spiritual growth and so many things so that I can accelerate my growth because I know they have the solutions. So that's what I do. I'm always part of various different masterminds. I'm always part of various different coaching programs. Try to, if I'm stuck somewhere, I'll hire a coach to help me because I don't have the time to go through YouTube videos and do all that because time is of the essence. I want to really use my full potential in my work, and anything that's blocking me and using my full potential, I try to work on that so that I can get ahead. So anyway, everyone is different and everyone has their own choices to make, and you can do that, right? All right then. So thank you so much. I think this is the final bye. I said like thank you so much like 5 times now. Okay. See you then, and start loving and honoring yourselves in the way in which the Lord would love and honor you. And the more you learn how to love yourselves, the more you're going to be loving to other people as well, because you're going to understand your own struggles, you're going to understand other people's struggles, and you feel like reaching out to them as well, right? So we're going to be self care and social care. We're going to take care of our interest and we're going to take care of social interest, right? We're going to balance the two. Bye bye, and see you inside the Ease Academy, and also see you tomorrow at 9. Okay, bye.